Let us consider the next example on a ratio test. Here we have to examine the convergence of x divided by 1 into 2 plus x square divided by 2 into 3 plus x cube divided by 3 into 4 plus dot dot dot, and the condition is given that x is greater than 0. So here first we shall write down what is the nth term. So un is, of course, the given series is summation un, that is understood. Now we are writing the nth term. Un is, look at the terms. In the first term it is x to the power 1. In the second term it is x to the power 2. In the third term it is x to the power 3. In general, in the nth term it should be x to the power of n divided by. In the denominator, you look at the denominator please. In the first term it is 1 into 2. In the second it is 2 into 3. In the third it is 3 into 4. And in general, in the nth it should be n into 1 next. That is n plus 1. 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4. In general, n into n plus 1. So this is the nth term. And after that we are advised to write the un plus 1, that is the next term of un, simply by replacing n by n plus 1. So it is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n is replaced by n plus 1. Here n is replaced by n plus 1. So plus 1. It is n plus 2. I am writing directly. Now consider un plus 1 divided by un. Let us write un plus 1 as it is here in the numerator. Into, we have to write un in the denominator. Therefore it is advised to write the reciprocal of un here in the numerator. So we are writing un in the form of its reciprocal directly. Now we can simplify this by taking x terms together. So x to the power of n plus 1 can be written as x to the power of n into x divided by this x to the power of n, let me write, into this n plus 1 bracket cancels with this n plus 1 bracket. So it is n divided by n plus 2 remaining over here. So this is equal to x to the power of n cancels with this x to the power of n. So the remaining thing is x into bracket n divided by n plus 2. So let us call this as equation number 1 that we will be using further when we apply the next test. Let us call it as equation number 1 for our further reference. Now we have to take limit. We are proceeding as per the ratio test. Therefore we are taking limit on un plus 1 divided by un. That is equal to, on RHS it is limit as n tending towards infinity of x into bracket n divided by n plus 2. And now x is independent of n, that can be taken outside. So limit as n tending towards infinity of, here it is n as it is in the numerator. In the denominator, when we take n outside, here remains 1 plus here remains 2 by n. In the next step, let us cancel this n with this n. So x into 1, it is x divided by n has cancelled after cancellation from numerator and denominator. So 1 into x, I wrote x here, and I am substituting n equal to infinity. 1 plus 2 by infinity is 0. 1 plus 0 is the answer here. So it is totally x. So therefore the value of this limit is x. Therefore we can conclude by ratio test the given series summation un is convergent if the given series summation un is convergent if this limit, the value of the limit is x here, if it is less than 1, and the given series is divergent if the value of x is greater than 1. So the two possibilities we are having depending upon the value of x. Here x is a variable which is given in the problem, and it is given here that x is any variable greater than 0. So for x less than 1 it is convergent. For x greater than 1 the given series is divergent. But when x is equal to 1, when x is equal to 1, the ratio test fails. The ratio test fails. Therefore, we have to apply the next one. What is the next one? Raps test. Raps test. It is not always necessary that we have to apply the Raps test. If possible, the terms are simple enough. If possible, apply the comparison test. There is no problem. If it is not possible, then you go for Raps test. But here, since we are studying the ratio test and Raps test together, I am moving towards the application of Raps test. So I will apply the Raps test. Now, when x is equal to 1, what happens to equation number 1? Let us see. Since we are applying the Raps test when as a special case when x is equal to 1, so I will use equation number 1 directly with x replaced by 1, and I will write it once again. So for x is equal to 1, equation number 1 implies for x equal to 1, equation number 1 implies un plus 1 divided by un equals to 1 into n divided by n plus 2. So this is the result which I obtained from equation number 1. Now, as per the so-called Raps test, I should consider the reciprocal of this. So let us proceed further. Now, what should be done? I have to consider un divided by un plus 1. So that is n plus 2 divided by n, the reciprocal I have to take. And after that I should take un divided by un plus 1 minus 1. I should subtract 1 from this. So it is n plus 2 divided by n minus 1. So when I simplify this by taking LCM, I will get n here, and here it is n plus 2 minus n. So n plus 2 as it is minus 1 into n. So it is minus n. So in the next step, these two will be cancelling out. So I have to multiply with this term n. This is as per the Raps test. Now n into, I am multiplying n with this, n into un divided by un plus 1 minus 1 is equal to n into bracket. What is the answer for this? I got it as 2 by n. It is 2 by n. The answer is. Now n cancelled and it is 2 here. Now we have to apply the limit. Therefore, limit as n tending towards infinity of n into bracket un divided by un plus 1 minus 1, this is according to the Raps test, is equal to limit as n tending towards infinity of, the answer is 2 I got here, so it is fixed 2. So the number 2, the value of this limit is greater than 1. So when the value of the limit is greater than 1 by so-called Raps test, in the case of Raps test, when the value of the limit is greater than 1, the given series summation un is convergent. So this we have to keep in mind always. In the case of Raps test, when the limit is greater than 1, the series is convergent. On the other hand, when it is less than 1, it is going to be divergent. But we got in this case the number is greater than 1, therefore the given series is convergent. So we can consolidate our conclusion. Hence, the given series summation un is convergent for, in that ratio test we got it as x less than 1. The given series, if we look at the previous answer, the given series is convergent. We can observe here by the ratio test. By the ratio test, the given series summation un is convergent if x is less than 1. So in this case, even for equal to 1, when x is equal to 1, we got the series as convergent. Therefore the given series is convergent for x less than or equal to 1, and it is divergent on the other hand, that is for x greater than 1. So this completes the solution. Let us consider the next example on a ratio test and a RABS test. Here we need to find the nature of the series summation of 2n factorial divided by n factorial whole square into x to the power n, where x is given to be greater than 0, that is positive. So here it is very easy to get the value of un directly, that is un equals to, so what is the nth term? It is directly visible, that is 2n in the bracket and factorial outside, 2n factorial divided by n factorial and its whole square into x to the power n. So this is un, and by looking at this we have to write down un plus 1. It is required for both ratio test and RABS test. So let us write un plus 1 simply by replacing n by n plus 1. So it is, let us write 2 into bracket n plus 1, because we are replacing n by n plus 1, 2 as it is, n plus 1 factorial outside, divided by n plus 1 in place of n plus 1 its factorial and whole square, the square of that, into x to the power n plus 1. So this is un plus 1. So first we have to consider un plus 1. We have to apply the ratio test first. We cannot directly apply the RABS test. First it is preferred to apply the ratio test. So let us write un plus 1 directly, that is 2n plus, we can write it as 2n plus 2, 2n multiply 2 within the bracket, 2n plus 2. So it is going to be 2n plus 2 and factorial outside, divided by, this is n plus 1 factorial whole square as it is, n plus 1 factorial within the bracket and whole square of that, x to the power n plus 1 as it is. So I have written un plus 1 as it is. Now it is advised to write, I am supposed to write un in the denominator, but it is convenient if I write un in the form of reciprocal directly here, that is n factorial whole square, the reciprocal I am writing n factorial whole square, divided by, it is 2n factorial, x to the power n is in the numerator and here it comes to the denominator because un is there in the denominator. Now let us try to simplify the terms by collecting them in the groups. So x terms are taken in one side, x to the power n, x to the power 1. So let us write it as x to the power n into x, divided by this x to the power n into, now let us write 2n plus 2 factorial. So I have already told you that, for example, if we have 4 factorial, there are different ways of writing it. The most trivial is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Even I can write it as 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. I can write it as 4 into 3 factorial. So this is how I can write. So therefore, in general, if I have k factorial, I can write it as k into bracket k minus 1 factorial, or even if I want, I can take k minus 2 and then I can put a factorial here. So this is how I can write k factorial. So therefore 2n plus 2 factorial, I want it in the form of 2n factorial at the end. Therefore 2n plus 2 factorial, I want to write it as 2n plus 2 as it is, 1 less, that is 2n plus 1, 1 less, that is 2n factorial. I can keep divided by, I have used this property, divided by 2n factorial. I am writing as it is. Together 2n factorial terms we are taking together into the remaining thing is n factorial whole square here, n factorial whole square divided by, here it is n plus 1 factorial can be written as n plus 1 into n factorial and the square of that. And the square of that I have taken. So now the time to cancellation. X to the power of n cancels with x to the power of n. So it is x remains. 2n plus 2, sorry, 2n factorial cancels with 2n factorial. It is 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 1. So 2n plus 2 bracket into 2n plus 1 remaining here after cancelling 2n factorial from the denominator. Now n factorial whole square, it is n factorial whole square cancels with n factorial whole square. N plus 1 whole square remains in the denominator. So let us write that n plus 1 whole square here. So this is the term remaining. Now it is convenient if we multiply these two terms together and expand this in the denominator. So this is going to be x into 2n into 2n, it is 4n square. I am writing the bracket here. I am writing the numerator first. 2n into 2n, 4n square. 2n into 1, that is 2n, plus 4n. 2 into 2, 4n. So 2n plus 4n is, it is 6n. 2n plus 4n, it is 6n, plus 2 into 1, 2. So I have multiplied these two brackets together and simplified, kept the numerator, divided by, in the denominator I am expanding it by using the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it is a plus b whole square formula I have used and I have written. Now call it as equation number 1. I shall use it in future when I apply the so-called RAPS test. So what I got it, un plus 1 divided by un equal to as here in equation number 1. Now let us apply the limit as n tending towards infinity of un plus 1 divided by un equals to limit as n tending towards infinity of x into bracket 4n square plus 6n plus 2 divided by, here it is n square plus 2n plus 1 as it is. Now x is independent of limit, therefore take it outside. Limit as n tending towards infinity. The evaluation of this limit will be more convenient. It will be easier if I take n square common here. In the numerator, if I take n square common, here it is 4 plus, here it is 6n by n square. So it is 6 by n plus, here it is 2 by n square. So after taking n square common, we are having these things in the numerator. Similarly, in the denominator, if I take n square common, here it is 1 plus, here it is 2n by n square, therefore it is 2 by n plus, it is 1 by n square. So this is the thing I am getting over here. Now this is equal to x into, if I substitute n equal to infinity, so these two will be cancelling, 4 as it is plus 6 by infinity is 0, 2 by infinity is 0 divided by 1 as it is plus 2 by infinity is 0, 1 by infinity is 0. So it is 4 by 1, it is 4, 4 into x, x. So therefore the answer for that limit is 4x. Therefore by ratio test, given series summation un is convergent if 4x is less than 1, or 4x less than 1 means x less than 1 by 4, and is divergent if 4x is greater than 1. That is this limit, whatever limit we got, if that limit is less than 1, the series is convergent. If that limit is greater than 1, the series is divergent. So 4x greater than 1 means here, or x greater than 1 by 4. But when 4x is exactly 1, but when 4x is equal to 1, that is this limit is equal to 1, when 4x is equal to 1, the ratio test fails. Therefore we apply Raps test. So what we require for Raps test, that we have to prepare now, and in order to prepare that we have to look at equation number 1. Now for 4x equal to 1, or x equal to 1 by 4, equation number 1 implies we have to look at equation number 1, which we have generated in the case of ratio test. While doing the work for ratio test, we have generated the un plus 1 divided by un in the form of equation number 1, the same thing which we are going to use over here. When x is equal to 1 by 4, what happens to this? 1 by 4 into this bracket, that I am going to write now. That is I will write equation number 1. By looking at equation number 1, what happens? Un plus 1 divided by un equals to, in place of x it is 1 by 4 into bracket 4n square plus 6n plus 2 divided by n square plus 2n plus 1. So this is the thing we are getting. Now we shall proceed to Raps test. So what should be done? We have to take the reciprocal of this. This implies we have to take un divided by un plus 1, and we have to take minus 1 from that. So therefore, and even we have to multiply n with this. So all the 3 jobs we are doing simultaneously. We are considering the reciprocal here, and minus 1 we are taking and then multiplying it with n. In the previous problem I have done step by step, here I am taking directly. So it is n into bracket. The reciprocal of this is, let us take 4 in the numerator, 4 into bracket, this thing I can directly write down 4 into n square plus 4 into 2n is 8n plus 4 into 1 is 4. So I have multiplied 4 within the bracket, divided by 4n square plus 6n plus 2 as it is. This numerator has come to the denominator. So the reciprocal of this I wrote here in place of this minus 1 as it is. Now I have to take the LCM within the bracket. N outside, and when I take the LCM will be this entire thing, that is 4n square plus 6n plus 2. So here it is multiplied by 1. So this thing as it is, that is 4n square plus 8n plus 4. So this remains as it is, minus 1 into this entire thing, minus 4n square minus 6n minus 2. So this is multiplied with minus 1 and written over here. Now 4n square cancels with this minus 4n square, and 8n minus 6n is 2n. So let us write n into bracket 8 minus 6 is 2n, 4 minus 2 is 2, that is plus 4 minus 2 is plus 2, divided by, it is 4n square plus 6n plus 2 as it is here. Now as per the advice, we have to take the limit onto this as n tending towards infinity. So therefore limit as n tending towards infinity, limit as n tending towards infinity of n into bracket un divided by un plus 1 minus 1, that is this bracket, equals to, on RHS also, limit as n tending towards infinity of, in the numerator it is n into 2n plus 2, in the denominator it is 4n square plus 6n plus 2. Now for the sake of our convenience, as per the way of the evaluation of the limits, it is advised to take n common here in the numerator. N is already there. If I take n outside, one more n comes. When I take n outside, here it is 2 remaining, plus here it is 2 by n remaining. So this is the usual work I am doing here. I have taken n common in the numerator. In the denominator I should take highest power, that is n square common. When I take n square common, here it is 4 remaining, plus here it is 6n by n square, therefore it is 6 by n remaining, plus 2 by n square remaining, because I am taking n square common. So this much. Now n into n square cancels with this n square. So the remaining thing is, when I apply the limit, it is 2 plus 2 by infinity is 0, divided by 4 plus 6 by infinity is 0, plus 2 by infinity is 0. So it is 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is always less than 1. Therefore, by Rabb's test, the given series summation un is divergent. When the limit value is less than 1, it is divergent in the case of Rabb's test. Therefore, we can now conclude at the end. Hence, summation un is convergent if x is less than 1 by 4, that we have obtained from the ratio test, that is 4x less than 1 or x less than 1 by 4, that I have shown you, and it is divergent. From the ratio test we got x greater than 1 by 4, and here for the Rabb's test x equal to 1 by 4 also we got the divergence as the nature of the given series. So this is how we have solved the problems on ratio test and Rabb's test. With this, let me stop. Thank you.